Welcome welcome all to the SnailTrail4x4 podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, and maybe even poking a little bit of fun at Toyotas, and of course, hearing about how great, I don't know, what are we covering today? I don't even know what we're covering. Thursdays are in Toyotas, that this is the podcast for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tyler, and joining me for another episode of the SnailTrail4x4 podcast, Mr. Snail Trail himself, Jimmy Jet. Do you leave snail trails?
If it's a very hot day, maybe.
Who wants to smell Bobcat's seat? Anyways, how you doing, man?
Good. Life is well, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good.
You nice? Okay, that's good.
I think for once I woke up before you did.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's hard to do. I feel like I wake up pretty late.
Oh. Well, during summer, definitely been sleeping in a lot, but not this morning. This morning, I had to take my parents to the airport.
Oh, you drove right by and didn't say hi?
Almost by. I drove by the warehouse, not your house.
You drove by my house?
No.
So, like, you were within a mile?
Yes.
That's driving by.
You were more than a stone's throw away.
That's
right?
fair. Okay.
I can't throw a mile.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you want me to stop by at 4:30 in the morning and ring the doorbell?
Probably not.
Yeah, okay.
That's fair. Okay. Well, you were up early. Got to go to a trip to the airport.
Trip to the airport and back.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Cool.
But fun thing, because the parents are out of town, and my mom.
Party?
My mom.
Party at
Well,
your
I
house?
know, right? It was party at their house. What are you talking about? Not mine.
Okay.
My parents were like, if you want to use the cars, go ahead. And I was like, I'll drive an electric car down to the warehouse.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, did you bring it over then?
Yeah.
The Prius Prime?
Prius Prime.
Oh,
I had to park in the back, though, because there was somebody taking across all the other parking spots. There's like no parking signs up here. There was back where you were parked. There was like already double deep parking going on. And I was like, maybe there's a spot in the back. And there's not really.
Really?
But there's a sign in the back that says no parking, construction zone. But I parked next to the trailer because there was one spot right there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense because you came in through the warehouse and I was like, why didn't you just come through the door here?
Right.
But I didn't think too much of it. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay. It's a good little car. Man, when you press down on the pedal, it zooms because of the all the electric power in it. Instant torque. Go. It was at 90% full battery when I left the house, and it's at 44% battery now.
Yep. That'll be, you'll go in to use some gas on your way home.
Yep, I will. Also, it looks like they filled it because it's at like 7/8 full. So
they finally put gas in.
They finally put gas in.
That's funny.
And I'm shocked they put that much in. I would have put like half.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's what I need to just take it out of electric mode, the Lexus.
Yeah.
And put it into regular hybrid mode for a while so we can start using the gas in it.
And I'm curious what the gas mileage is on the highway when you're not in electric mode.
In hybrid mode?
Yeah.
For the Lexus, and I think it's about the same drivetrain as the Prius Prime. I think there's a twin turbo in the Lexus though for the hybrid. I'm not sure.
Fancy.
The Lexus is almost 400 horsepower with combined.
Yes.
So there's
when
that.
When you eliminate the electric motor though, what is it?
You can't turn off the electric motor altogether.
So it charges the motor.
It'll assist and charge the batteries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the electric motor is the main drive power for the car, and then the gas motor assists the electric motor.
And so what's your mileage?
Mileage running hybrid is about 40 to 45. Just depends on traffic and how fast I'm going. If I'm doing like 90 or 85, then it's a little less.
Yeah. Well, I don't think mine's a twin turbo, so we'll see what the mileage is on the way home.
Yeah.
Because I think about halfway home, 3/4 of the way home, I'm going to run out of electric power.
Yeah.
And have to go down to that gas, but it's fun. Yeah, I feel really tall in that vehicle, and I know what.
Let it go right now.
Let it go. I'm ready for it.
Well, I didn't even think about that. I was just like, the Prius Prime is a tiny vehicle low to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when my parents set the vehicle up, they like raised the seat.
Oh,
like,
okay.
And I feel like it should be lowered. lower down. When I get in it, I feel like I can't see necessarily across the window because the rear view mirror is in my, it's obstructing my view.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's just that's the way it is or my parents have it set up funky.
Gotcha.
And I don't really want to adjust it because, it's like I might drive it once or maybe twice next week because they're still big out of town.
I would totally just change all the settings of the car. If it was my parents' car.
Yeah. Leave it on 0 battery when they show up at home. No, I'm a good son. I'm also now in charge of their entire yard and watering. So that's going to be fun.
How long are they gone?
2 weeks.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. It's just
they do have a lot
more
of
work than I do at my house
stuff. Yeah. They do like their garden and yard work.
They do.
Yeah.
And all the bonsais are at that house. So now I have to actually pay attention to them more.
You got to go back to paying attention to your bonsais. Yep. Oh, bummer.
I know. Oh, well. But that's my woes. How have you been?
Pretty good. I've just been catching up with work stuff.
Sure.
So I think I finally got out from the hole yesterday, Monday. And then it's just been a matter of trying to maintain not having a deep hole.
Yeah.
Guess.
Yeah. Understand. So, last week was crazy for you. I didn't know if you wanted to talk much on it, but I know that we had to completely adjust our recording schedule to make things work. And I'll throw it
out there. Once we get to the main topic, I'll throw it out there, kind of what happened. I won't go into too much detail about why it happened, but because it's we have a position to backfill. Okay. So I'm always open to see who's interested. You never know who's interested, right?
Yeah, sure. So, completely.
Yep.
That'll be good. Cool. Well, before we get
throwing darts at a dead cat wall.
Yes.
So you guys
whatever. Before we get to the dead cat wall, we've got a few things going on. We have a winner.
You have a wiener?
We have a winner for some gear wrench tools.
Yeah.
We have reviews to go over. Mm-hmm. We have a winner for some tires.
Hey.
And I don't know what else. We got reviews.
2 of them are used. One is punctured already. Just FYI.
Yeah, sorry. Too funny. So where do you want to start?
Let's go into starting with FNG's birthdays, wiener, the gear wrench wiener. Where's that tab? Wrong tab. This is the one I want.
I don't think we actually drew yet for the winner.
Oh, we haven't? Oh, they'll get to do that live on air today then. Or live on recording, I guess. Whatever it is.
Live recording.
Yep. All right, cool. So let's start then with FNGs. So these are the fun new guys. If anybody thought it was anything different, shame on you. Mm-hmm. So this is FNG. So that means new people that came on, signed up, started supporting the podcast in July of this year. So
that would be a 1 year supporter for August, or 1 month supporter in August.
Yeah. So we have none.
Zero. Nobody signed up. Nobody likes us.
Nope. Everybody's just waiting for I think they wait for the gift box tiers to make all the big changes nowadays.
Probably. Yeah.
It seems like that's when we get all the movement. So no FNGs. So we don't get to make fun of anybody. Bummer. But we have birthdays.
We do. So birthdays for August.
Yep. We have no 1, 2, or 3 year birthdays.
Whoa.
August is just a dead month for people.
I guess so.
Yeah. I think everyone's just kind of getting ready with kids going back to school.
Yeah.
It always seems like August seems to be like the most dead month, one of the low sales month in the off-road industry anyways.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like the off-road industry kind of quiets down a little bit in August. Either people are out getting all their last minute trips in before school starts, or they're kind of like done now and they're working on getting ready for school with the kids. It seems like so. But we do have a 4-year birthday.
Oh, sweet.
Where'd that go? It's up here. It is Austin Garrad.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. 4 years. Thank you very much.
And then we have 3 5 years.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. And they're all names that I play around with on the podcast quite a bit.
We play around with a lot of things on the podcast.
Fair. especially wieners. We got Uncle Pool.
Oh, sweet. Uncle Pool, 5 years. Congratulations.
We have Ron Tuttle.
Oh, Mr. Unimog Tuttle. Unimog. Thank you.
And Roger Lutz.
Oh, Mr. Lutz. Yeah. Another radio guy.
Yeah, so super cool. We got 3. Those are the 3 5-year birthdays right now.
Awesome.
So for the month of August. Did you want to show off these? I don't think we've actually shown them on camera yet.
I think maybe we have. So yeah, we've been getting or giving our 5-year birthdays these like Carhartt lunch bags. They're 12. You can fit 12 drinks in here.
I think you could.
And my guess is they're not Coors Lights because for some whatever we've talked about this, right? Coors Lights are a taller can than some normal cans out there. So I don't know if they'll fit 12 Coors Lights, but you guys should try it.
Yeah.
But it's a good little lunch bag. It's got, we engraved or embroidered ST4x4 on the front. And then, they're cards, nice fabric and a little zipper pocket in the front, insulated, long handle.
They literally make these out of used Carhartt jackets. So I just wanted, that's a fun tidbit for, no.
Oh, I'm like, did you read this? I didn't read this.
But I sounded really convincing, didn't I?
It did. It is water repellent, same stuff. Yeah. It's a nice little pack.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So we've got
a nice little package over there, Jimmy.
Thank you. 2 of them actually.
Good job.
Yeah. But we realized that we are back ordered on these, if that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're not too bad of a back order.
No, we're going to need to put in another order. I spoke to one of the previous our previous 5-year people, and I was like, did you ever receive this from me? And he said, no. And I said, okay. So these 2 are going out to a previous month's, and then we've got to order at minimum 3 more to get those out to you guys. And then, but I think we're just going to order the rest of the year. And so we'll have everybody's coming up. So we will, as soon as they come in, we'll get them out to you guys.
Sweet. Let's see. So that is birthdays.
Yeah.
We also, and FNGs, which we had none. Jerks. We do get to pull a wiener.
Yeah.
For some gear wrench tools.
You want me to set that up? Because I don't think it's set up.
I think it's, it's not organized. Stand by. All right, so we have essentially 2 through 92. So 91 people eligible for the Gear Wrench Tools giveaway. So we're going to put that into the random number generator on Google, which is a fun little thing built into Google.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit just kind of generate. I'm going to keep clicking here. Jimmy, tell me when to stop.
5.
Or can a listener call in and tell me when to stop?
Well, probably already has. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Okay, so that was kind of like we're at number 83.
83. All right. Who's number 83 on that list?
83. Where was we? 83 is. Wait, what? Oh, there's the list over here. Okay. I was looking at the wrong list. That didn't make sense. Frank Gillespie.
Frank Gillespie?
Yeah.
Didn't he just win?
Did he just win?
I don't know. I don't remember. We'll have to look.
Sherpa Drinks was the June.
Yeah.
May was Jonathan Miller, Riley Mayo.
Okay.
April was David Pollack and Frank Gillespie.
Oh, yeah. Frank's rolling it in.
Wow. Congrats, Frank. Man, so what did you do to rig this, buddy?
So he won the, what month was that?
He won, was it back in May?
Is that gift box?
Hold on, I had it up.
No.
Where'd he go? May doesn't have the one. Oh, no, that was that one. So April. So yeah, that was Tyler's box.
Yep. Okay.
So
congratulations, Frank. You just got some gear wrench tools.
Yeah. Congrats, buddy. He actually rigged, every time you call in, you get bonus points towards the giveaway. So
yeah.
It's
Good thing Zach is not a member.
Zach and Donnie.
Don is a member, though.
Yeah.
Don's on that list.
Yep. So anyways, congrats, Frank. You'll get some Gear Wrench tools. We'll reach out to you. I assume you haven't moved since April. Yeah. But we'll confirm the shipping address before we ship these out for you. And you get to choose which tools you want.
Yeah.
So put all that together and get that over to you. Let's see. So we did that reviews now.
Yeah, let's get on to some reviews.
Sweet. So we are at 760 reviews.
Oh, okay. So we went up 9 since the last time we did this.
No, because I think the last time we did this, we did the drawing for the Yokohama tires as well, and we were at like 758 or 57.
I thought we were just over like 752.
No, we had quite a few over.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
People were slow to get into the Yokohama tires giveaway. But what we're doing for giveaways this time, we're going to, what do we say, 900 or 850?
We're going to go to 900 and we're going to do something big.
Yep.
But do we know what that is yet?
I think I know what it is. It's going to depend on timing.
Okay.
But I doubt we're going to reach 900 before I get this project done.
Oh.
So I'm working on a project that's big. It's going to kind of change up, I think, the air industry again for Morphlate. And so once we get that done, we will announce it as, I'm pretty sure, the 900 reviews giveaway.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be a maybe for a long time.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing I'm hoping it's going to be ready end of Q1 next year, kind of as we lead into summer next year.
Okay.
So as long as we don't hit 900 reviews before then, we'll be able to do it.
I don't think we will.
I don't think we will either, but we'll see.
So big surprise from Morphlate is what we're going to do at 900.
Yep.
But before we have 900, we get to 800.
Yep.
And when we get to 800 reviews, we're giving away an Onyx Off-Road Elite membership.
Yep. And we have some Onyx swag, some Snail Trail swag, Morphlate swag, Snail Armor, and a couple other swag items from other companies that we work with that we love. So we'll have all that for you guys at episode 800. We just got to get there.
Episode 800?
At episode 800. That's when we're doing that. Review 800. And so once we get there, we'll be able to do a drawing from everybody who's left a review so far. So if you've already left a review, you're already entered for the next giveaway, which is kind of cool. One of the neat things we do with reviews. So let's do some reviews, shall we?
Let's talk about some reviews.
Yep. Let's see. We got this one next up it's from Rock Ranger. We know who that is.
Oh, Lenny. Rock Ranger.
I still have a Rock Ranger hidden on the Forerunner, a Rock Ranger sticker.
There's 2 Rock Ranger stickers right there.
Yeah, one of those is on the Forerunner, the long one, I believe. So anyways, it says off-roading. Thank you for another great year of podcasts.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thanks, Lenny.
This next one is from Nick Crollins.
Okay.
It says, great non-jeeping podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
It's already a winner in our book. It
Yes.
says, great off-road content that is not about Jeeps. Love the technical content and the local information and history. Toyota's rule. So he must be local to NorCal too.
Yeah. Local NorCal Toyota dude.
Yep.
I like it, Nick Crollins.
Let's see. Next is Stephen BC.
Stephen BC.
BC B.C. It says, in it to win it. It's only 4 out of 5 stars. What the hell, Steven?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to listen to subpar content, but not always. Okay, hold on. This is a long one. I got to expand it, and I'm already interested in what he said. All right. Sometimes you just have to listen to subpar content, but not always. Every once in a while, there is a light on the dash that just shines brightly for all to see. Be careful, though. It's just those Toyota boys driving to another secret location. They could tell you where they're going, but then they'd have to give you a used winch for your Jeep. Best off-road podcast. Well, a kind of decent one, at least. Thank you, Steven, for your very kind and thought out words.
That was a good lengthy one, though. At least it wasn't so short.
Yeah.
It was good.
You like them lengthier?
I do like them lengthier.
Yeah. I like the one-liners. I like them shorter. So, yeah.
That's why we work out.
Perfect. This one's from Happy Pizza.
Oh, I'm hungry right now too.
I just got a little hungry too. It says best ham radio podcast.
I didn't know there was any ham radio podcasts.
Oh, definitely. It says great podcast about amateur radio, bonsai trees, drinking, and a little off-roading thrown in. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. I like that one. That was a nice kind of shorter one. Here's a nice longer one for Jimmy.
Yay.
This one's from N Gavush. I don't know what that is. It says great content and delivery. I'm not actually a Toyota guy. I've got a Jeep and I'm relatively new to Jeep stuff. 2 years in ? And this was in 2023. So 4 years in now, 4.5 years in.
Okay.
And found this podcast looking for information on the Rubicon Trail.
Nice.
And the high production quality, wealth of information, entertaining banter, and accurate technical content has had me listening to many back episodes. I have 22 plus years experience as a technician in a dealer environment, and I find many podcasts have really weak, watered down, or totally inaccurate technical content. But this podcast does a good job with that subject matter and other topics as well. Thanks for providing another show I can listen to while commuting to the office. I look forward to each new episode. Nick.
Hey, thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. That was really nice.
Yeah. See, that was a good one. A good lengthy one.
Yeah, it was. You ready for our another short one?
No, not because you bring it up like that.
Benji wrote it, though.
Oh, okay.
Benji has a short one.
I guess, apparently.
Yeah, Benji has a short one to offer us. So this is from Benji, our good buddy. And it says, great show. Love the laid back conversations that are informative and chill all at the same time.
Woo.
Yeah.
We are cold people.
Benji B.O.
Cold-hearted.
We
chill.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. We're not just doing a cold plunge.
I'm down.
I don't want to do a cold plunge. So that'll do it for today. That's our reviews. Thanks everybody for writing in.
Yeah.
Another way that we get to interact with you guys. So we love doing that. It's one of the reasons why we love doing the podcast, because we do get to interact with the listeners and talk about stuff that we love talking about. So another way that you can interact is by calling and leaving us a voicemail. We do have a voicemail line, and so it's a Google Voice number, so it doesn't ring on our phones. We're not going to answer it, but you can call it anytime you want and leave us a message. It could be any topic, anything you want. We will listen to it for the first time while we're recording, so we don't screen them, which is kind of also the fun part of it. You get our genuine reactions to whatever you guys are saying, whatever you're talking about. So call in. That number is 916-345. No, that's not it. Yes, 4744.
Correct.
345-4744. I blinked all of a sudden. That was weird. Who am I? Where are we? What are we doing here? So call that voicemail. We listen and talk about them on Friday's episode. So that'll be tomorrow for you guys listening. Do it.
I agree. They're fun. It's always a good time.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, you want to record where we left off, and I will revisit our giveaway, and once you're done, we'll talk about another giveaway.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, like we said earlier, if you want to leave us a review, you can do that. We will get to it eventually, even though we're probably 2+ years behind or something like that. But leave us a review, because once we get to 800 reviews, we are going to be doing that giveaway for the Onyx Elite membership. And once you do leave that review, you get eligible for all the other giveaways that we do on reviews. So when we get to 900, we can hear about Tyler's special project.
Mm-hmm. It's a really cool special project. It's going to be really fun. So
I believe it.
Let's see. Anything else before we get into the campfire discussion for today, or what we've been up to?
We got one major announcement.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to know.
You're supposed to know.
What
we confirmed a winner for some Yokohama tires.
It's me.
13XMONT got in contact with us and gave us his account information. And, well, he logged into his account. The way we work on it is you log into your account, you prove that you can edit your post. One of the guys actually changed their post, which was kind of funny. So, like, he put winner at the end. But as long as we can see that you can log into your own account and not give us any personal information, but just show that you could edit the post or whatever you can, that's good enough for us, because hopefully a lot of random people can't log into your account. So Alex Montgomery,
which is kind of funny that we didn't see it as Alex. We were just like, hey, 13X.
For the most part, yeah.
Alex.
Yep. Montgomery won some Yokohama tires.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Alex.
Fun coincidence.
Yeah, random circumstance.
Alex Montgomery is Beer Andy's son.
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny that we never put all that together until he reached out and proved the account. We're like, oh, and he's like, yeah, I'm Beer Andy's son. We're like, oh, well, that's pretty rad.
That is pretty cool.
So, pretty rad. So, congratulations to Alex winning some Yokohama tires. We will get all that coordinated up with you to get those over to you. Figure out what tires you want. We'll get the order placed with Yokohama, and they'll show up on a pallet. So in your driveway.
Yep. Hope you have a forklift.
Yep. or some buddies to help you carry.
Maybe you can unpackage them and roll them off one at a time or something. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah, big congratulations to you, Cam B and Boo Collector. Sorry.
Yep. We'll put together something for you guys though.
Okay.
So
sounds good.
Little swag pack, little care package.
Yeah.
Jimmy has nice little packages. So
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. 12 can holders.
Maybe we'll send them some license plates. We got a lot of those right now. Just kidding. We're using those. We value those and cherish them. Thank you for sending them in, everybody. All right. Anything else? I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, darling.
I do think that is good.
Sweet. We'll take a quick break then. Get to hear a little bit about OnX Off-Road and some of the cool things they're doing. And we'll be right on back with kind of what we've been up to. Grab a drinks, take a sip, relax, and get comfy, because this one's going to be fun.
Are you stuck inside? Are you not sure where you want to go to explore? Well, open the OnX Off-Road app. It shows you all the trails around you, and it tells you their difficulty. Now you can quickly search out your next adventure or plan your next trip. Download OnX Off-Road from the App Store. OnX Off-Road, built for the adventurer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentle ladies. We're here on Thursday, which means we get to tell you guys what we've been up to and the shenanigans we got ourselves into recently. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot.
Do you have some?
I have some. I have a couple things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
Did you go out playing or?
No, not really. I was invited down to Edwin's reception.
Okay.
Edwin, I can't ever pronounce his last name. Abd. Got married, and I'm part of the Slow County Crawler, so I'm assuming that's why I got invited, because I think he invited all that crowd. He
didn't invite you because he likes you?
I don't. I mean,
it's just like, just invite everybody in that group.
He likes me through that group. Otherwise, I don't really have a whole lot of affiliation with him. You know, it's like I would have assumed I'm more of an acquaintance and then a person to get invited to your wedding reception.
Okay.
I know that he got married like a few weeks prior, and then they had the reception.
Got divorced and got married.
No,
again?
They just had the reception later at another date, or they had a very small intimate wedding and then had a party.
Okay.
Well, it was something like that. So I got invited to go down there. It just didn't work out. There's too much stuff going on in my life. A lot of things happening over the weekend, and we just got back from traveling. We did the math. We were gone more days in July than we were home.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And so it was a crazy July, and we were gone for a few weeks and then traveling the weekend before, and then there was this weekend, which we were talking about going down to San Luis Obispo area. And then we're gone this weekend camping, and we're gone next weekend camping. And it's just a lot going on. And we wanted to kind of be home for a weekend.
Yeah.
Plus we had stuff we needed to do.
That's fair.
So I sent him a gift, but we weren't able to make it in attendance. So that was one of the things that we were going to be doing. Like we were talking about going out of town again, but Nope, we didn't do it. This upcoming weekend, we're going to go out of town to Lassen.
Okay.
And do that trip, which is one of the things that was on the bucket list item when the ladies were on the podcast last time.
Okay. Cool.
So that'll be a lot of fun. We got the little Teardrop trailer. I did fix the water leak.
Okay, that's
that
good.
was happening.
What was that issue?
Yeah, so there's two things that were going on, two water problems. One with when you connect the hose and like you're on shore water. I don't know what they call it, shore power, shore water. I think the problem the problem on that one was it was leaking at the connection point. After you connected the hose to the bulkhead. It was leaking on the inside of the bulkhead.
Oh,
so I think there was just too much pressure being pushed through the hose.
Okay.
And it was pushing through the clamp.
Okay.
I tightened the clamp a little bit, but it was already pretty tight. So I purchased a flow regulator.
Okay.
And so you screw this device onto the output of the
shore hose.
The shore hose.
Water. Okay.
And then it has a gauge on it, and you can adjust the gauge to whatever pressure you want.
Yeah.
And then it only lets that pressure through. So I'll need to adjust it to be something like 40 PSI. PSI? Is it water? PSI? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah. Pounds per square inch.
40 is a good range for that little trailer. That's what I was doing my reading on. And then we'll see if they have a problem again. I don't know if we will. The other problem
you don't need a lot of water pressure there. You don't have a massive system like a home to fill all the pipes and run a shower and sink and dishwasher and everything all at the same time.
Not even. I could probably be down at 20.
I was going to say 10 to 20 is probably all you really need.
That hose goes straight to one side of the sink.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
the only place it goes.
Yeah.
Right. And apparently the valve at the sink is stronger than the fitting at the bulkhead.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's where it leaked from.
Yep.
The other way that we can run water in the trailer is there's actually a storage tank.
Okay.
And so we can put water in through the bulkhead into the storage tank. I think it's like a 10-ish gallon tank. And then we have a pump that will pull the water out of the tank and up to the sink.
Okay.
So actually one valve on the sink runs the tank, and the other valve on the sink runs shore water.
Okay.
And that's how it's hooked up. So there's no hot water option. It's just you got the tank water or shore water, depending on which one you turn. So when we would run the pump, it was actually pushing so hard on the water line that it disconnected it from the sink.
Okay.
And it was only like sort of a shark bite sort of thing.
Okay.
This is the way how it worked.
Gotcha.
It was just this rubber gasket, hose shoved through the rubber gasket, and then they tightened had this fitting that tightened the rubber gasket down onto the hose. So either the hose is shrunk over time or the gasket got loose over time. Whatever it wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I bought an adapter for the sink is a 3/4 inch like threaded drain. Oh, no, the valve going in is a 3/4 inch thread.
Okay. Yep.
And the hose is 3/8. So I bought a female 3/4 that I could screw onto the sink, and then a barbed 3/8 that I could put the hose onto and then put a
clamp on it.
Yeah, clamp on it. And that seems to have solved my problems.
Sweet.
Yep. So the water situation should be solved for the most part. The temporary solution, at least, in the trailer, which will be good because we're going to be taking water with us this time. I'm not sure if we're going to have any water at the campground this weekend.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Cool.
So that's pretty much all the work on the trailer that I've done. I do need to figure out the electrical thing. We kind of talked about it a little bit. I think for temporary. So in essence, what's going on with the electrical, and I haven't done any diagnostic at this point to figure out what's happening, but the trailer runs fine on battery. But when the battery is done and low and out, to charge the battery, the way that we've always charged it is that you plug the shore power in, and then there's, I guess, an AC to DC converter and all that works. And then it's supposed to charge the battery. Well, some point between charging the battery and me disconnecting the shore power, the fuse blew between the battery and the system.
Yeah.
So something drew more than 15 amps.
Yep.
I don't know if that's when I disconnected it and it didn't realize there was like a shockwave going through, like, hey, I need battery power.
A surge,
and that popped it or what. So my temporary fix, something I'm going to try is I'm going to plug shore power in. Then I'm going to put a fuse in it. And then I'm going to try to fill the battery and leave shore power on. And then before I disconnect it, I'm going to check the fuse, see if it's good. Then I'm going to pull the shore power off and see if the fuse pops.
Yeah.
If that does pop when I disconnect the shore power, I think I'm going to just need another way to charge the battery temporarily. But I think I'm also going to maybe just pull shore power, then put another fuse in. And then in theory, the battery should be charged.
Yeah.
And then it should run fine because it did last time. It ran completely fine just off of the battery.
Yeah.
So there's something that's going on when it's on AC power that's surging the battery.
Yeah.
So there's a backfill.
I think it's backfeeding, in my opinion, because ideally, the way that like a lot of RVs and campers are set up is that they have there's two different circuits for your 110 outlets. So a lot of places will have like your home outlets in an RV, right? So all those are on a 110 volt AC circuit.
Yes.
That typically only works if you're plugged into shore power.
Okay.
Or if you have a power generator. But shore power also charges your batteries.
Yes.
Right. So, but you don't have a 110 circuit in there, right? Do you have
I do.
wall outlets in the trailer? Gotcha. And you're saying that if you plug it into shore power, then all of your electronics work. I mean, if the fuse is popped on the battery and you're plugged into shore power, all your electronics work.
Well, if I'm plugged into shore power, I've not tried to test any of the DC power.
Oh, okay.
But all the 110 outlets work.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of testing that I haven't done that can be done.
Yeah.
When I'm plugged into shore power, the wall outlets, 110 outlets work, but I have not tried. I want to say they do. I want to say the DC does because there's a DC plug that's in the trailer that outputs the voltage that the battery's at.
312 volt voltage. Yeah.
And that is on.
Interesting.
When it's in.
Okay. So yeah, I think it's I think the electronic circuit didn't get set up properly. It's backfeeding, in my opinion.
Maybe.
The way I would run it and the way I'm going to be setting up the Lance is your shore power would only charge the batteries. So you have a 110 to a 12 volt DC 50, 70 amp converter that charges the battery system.
Yeah.
And then you have everything running off of the battery. So you have your 12 volt circuitry, which is mostly your lights, your fridge, if it's on 12 volt, in your case it is. Mine can do electricity or propane.
Yeah. But mine can be 110 or 12 volt too.
Okay. That's nice. So, but that's different plugs though, right? It's not like it automatically selects.
They're both plugged in.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe.
I don't know.
They're both plugged in. So I've assumed that whenever the 110 is on, it's drawing from that or drawing from the other one.
So off your batteries, you have two different electrical systems. You have your 12 volt, which is just wired directly to your batteries with fuses and all that good stuff, your breakers. And then you have a 110 volt circuit, which I would run off of an inverter. So you're now taking the 12 volt off your batteries and converting it back to 110.
Right.
That way, by having the shore power only feeding the batteries, you're not end up backfeeding the system accidentally somewhere. And that's a common issue. A lot of people like to retrofit their campers so that they can, if they're plugged into shore power, they can run everything off one circuit. But that ends up backfeeding into your batteries if you do that. So you end up having to shut off one of your breakers.
Sure.
In order to keep that backfeed from happening.
Yeah. And to be honest, maybe there is a breaker and I just don't know about it.
I don't think so. I think it seems to me like your trailer is all set up on fuses rather than breakers.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But maybe there's a switch that says like before you change yourself over to AC, you need to switch this.
Maybe. So that you're running off the shore power and not the batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you might have to do some digging. I personally would just redo the wiring.
Yeah. And there's only one pair of wires that goes to the battery.
Yeah.
One ground and one power.
Interesting. And then that one power feeds the whole trailer.
Yeah.
So you have a distribution block somewhere in the trailer.
Yes. I must.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Got to find that distribution block, see what's going on with it.
Well, I know where it would be. All the electrical's sort of in the cabinet that's between the kitchen and the
living area,
sleeping area. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all up there, and it's all on there's a bunch of relays or switches on if you're like at the back of the trailer at the kitchen, it's on the right side.
Yeah.
And the AC to DC converter's on the left side.
Gotcha.
And so and then the only AC plugs are on the left side, one in the galley and one in the sleeping area.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That makes sense. I mean, because if you're plugged into the shore power and it's feeding, you have an inverter in there that feeds the 12-volt system. Then the batteries are charging off of the power system for the whole trailer rather than charging off of the inverter. So it's kind of dual charging. And the inverter is probably set to only feed so many amps to the batteries. So it protects the charging cycles of the batteries. So if you're feeding and charging off of the trailer power circuit, it very well could be going over 25 amps.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is whatever your fuse is, I think you said. So
15.
Oh, it's definitely probably going over. I mean, it's a lithium battery. Those things will take up to 100 amps if you don't regulate it. So I bet you it's backfeeding.
Maybe.
So you just got to dig into those electronics up in that bulkhead area.
Which is interesting because the one time, actually, we never used the 6-volt system.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how that worked.
Yeah.
And the only time that we used the battery is when it was already charged and we went out with it.
Gotcha.
And the first time I put it in the trailer.
Yeah.
And so I've never tried to, like, the battery was charged before
you put it in.
Mm-hmm. So I've never tried to charge the battery through the trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure how it all works. I definitely need to do some diagnostics. And now that we're talking about it, I think I'm going to pull that battery out and plug it into one of my, chargers.
Your Nocos or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a normal battery charger tender can charge a lithium, right?
Yep.
There's not a concern with it.
You want it to be around 14.5, 14.3 volts.
Okay.
Which is a little high, can be a little high for like AGM lead acid batteries. They like to charge around 13.5, 13.8. But it shouldn't, the BMS of the lithium battery, as long as you're over 13.5, 13.8, it should be enough, and the BMS should be able to figure it all out.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was kind of going to be my another question is that, well, what if I put in a bigger fuse? Like, what if I put in a 20 amp fuse in there? Wouldn't the battery management system like cut it off? No. Realize that something was happening?
No, it doesn't know. No. It doesn't know what fuses you have in there.
No, the back feed is the problem.
Correct.
Right. And that's what's in theory, that's what's burning the fuse. So if I raise the fuse and allow more power to come into the battery back feed, would the BMS system realize that something's getting backfed and cut it off, or would it just turn the battery off?
It just limits the incoming charge. Yeah. So you'd be, that battery that you have can charge and pull upwards of 100 amps.
Right.
To charge itself.
Okay.
So if you need to have a fuse bigger than 100 amps. But it'll stop itself charging once it's full, but it'll pull upwards of 100 amps if it's available to it.
Sure. So it's a question of how many amps is my house putting out, or that AC DC converter is putting out.
Yep.
So in essence, I could pretty much run, because I doubt I'm putting 100 amps out from my house. That's pretty powerful. And I don't think the AC to DC converter is putting out any more than what my house can give it.
In theory, it depends on what you're in. Like I have a 200 amp inverter at home.
Okay.
That I haven't plugged into. I was using it on the camping trailer when I had it all set up.
Right. All right. So if I plug, my game plan, my first test that I'm going to do is the fuse is out right now because it's blown. So I'm going to plug the trailer into the wall. I'm going to put a fuse in it. I'm going to let it go overnight. And then I'm going to look at the fuse and see if it popped.
Yeah.
If it popped, then that's probably the issue, is it's backfeeding.
Yep.
If it didn't pop, I'm going to unplug the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if it
it's
pops,
a surge issue.
and see if it's a surge issue. Then if it popped, then I know there's a surge issue, right? Yeah. So if there's a surge issue, I can just pull the fuse before I unplug it from the wall.
You could put a switch in it as well, or you can just turn off all your electronics. If your electronics aren't on, then they're not pulling power. You're not going to get a surge.
Sure.
Right. Or the best thing to do would be to figure out your total power draw. If you have every electronic piece in that trailer turned on at the same time, what is your amperage draw?
Right.
And then set up the wiring and fuses for that.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Electricity.
Well,
yay.
I'm going to be diving pretty deep into this thing at some point with I'm going to have to move part of the bulkhead and one of the back walls of the bulkhead, the underside where your feet kind of go. The closet or the cupboard that's above it doesn't have to be changed. And I don't even think I do need to lift the shelf that's where the kitchen is up a few inches, but I don't think that's going to affect even the doors of the cabinets.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit of work to get it all done, just so we could fit that Iron Man 4x4 fridge in there.
It's a big fridge, man.
It's huge, but it'll be nice because it'll be nice to have it in one place. But it's funny because we used it when we went to the undisclosed location. And I said, once we put this fridge in here, I don't want to pull it out.
Yeah.
It's going to live here. So we're going to use the small Dometic that came with the trailer, or we're going to have to question if the one that I got from you is good enough. Cause it's one of those things that fridge is an 80-20 thing. It's 80% of the time, they're totally fine.
Okay.
Maybe even a 90-10, and then occasionally when it's really hot outside and it's struggling to keep up, it just turns itself off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can just get an insulation jacket for it.
Maybe.
So find one that fits it. I don't know.
Yeah. Or just put a wet towel on top of it or, try to cool it down a little. I'm not sure. So
I did see recently somebody coming off of Jeepers Jamboree. They had a GX 470, kind of one of the mid 2000s model years.
Okay.
He had a drawer system that he had built in the rear.
Yeah.
And one of the rear drawers was a drawer fridge.
Yes.
Which I've always thought that's the way to go for an enclosed cab.
We looked at it and I think it's too long.
Oh, bummer. But you like long things. Longer things.
and maybe if I'm moving the bulkhead, I'll revisit that.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking for to build into Bobcat.
Yeah.
So build kind of a little
build
platform
it into the trailer.
Build in the trailer.
If I'm already having to move a bulkhead.
Yeah.
Also, the size wasn't very big. The one that Iron Man makes compared to
the 12-volt drawer. I didn't know they made one.
Yeah.
Of course they would make one.
Yeah, they do. But yeah. And so it wasn't it was only as tall as a soda can or something like that. And it was really long and it was sort of wide. And so the volume was not as much as we expected it to be. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like we felt that we could fit so much more in a normal fridge by like just stacking things on top instead of like sending things all the way to the back.
Yeah.
And if you had, it was something like if you had anything taller than a soda, like you had to lay it down on its side.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And some things, just aren't made to go that way. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like a carton of milk, but we probably wouldn't bring a carton of milk anyway. So, yeah, I don't. Maybe I'll revisit it, and think about another way. That or maybe get another fridge and have 4 fridges. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just one per vehicle,
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? But as of right now, the game plan is to move the bulkhead, eliminate the water tank that's inside the sleeping area right now.
Okay.
And then push the bulkhead back where sort of that water tank is.
Mm-hmm.
The bulkhead only needs to go back like 3 inches.
That's not bad.
Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 4 if I'm going to try and fit a
3
slider.
3 inches is a lot, Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm with you there.
I'll fight you on this one. I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Continue.
So move the bulkhead back a few inches, move the shelf up a few inches, and then that should be it.
Yeah.
And then the fridge could fit in there.
Cool.
So we'll see. And then the water tank, I want to get Iron Man 4x4 makes a flat 15-gallon tank that's like 4 inches tall.
Okay.
And, it's wide and long, but only 4 inches tall.
And great underneath it, above the axle.
Perfect underneath the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to get new holes because I'm going to put it underneath the trailer and drilling holes down through there. But yeah, so that would be nice. At least right now that's the game plan. But I have to figure out the electrical. I also have to fill up the propane tank. I don't think it's ever, since we've owned it, it's never been done. And I did the hot water trick. Have you heard of that?
Float it?
No, you like pour a cup or a pint glass of hot water over the top of the propane tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then the metal will stay hot longer than where the propane level is. The propane will absorb the heat much faster. Yeah. And so you'll get a rough idea of where the line is between hot and cold. Mm-hmm. That's roughly where your propane is.
Yeah.
And I did that and I couldn't figure it out. Like, I'm like, either this thing's like almost like completely empty or I have no idea, or this didn't work that well. Which could be both, right?
Yeah.
So, but we're going to go fill the propane tank up anyway. Just because we haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking
some sensors for those.
Yeah.
You have 1 tank or 2?
1 10-gallon.
Okay.
Or 10 pound. 10 pound.
A 10 pound. Okay. Yeah. So you just need to get sensors. Mm-hmm. There's some awesome sensors I have on the tanks on the Lance.
Yeah.
That are Bluetooth. So I can check the levels on my phone. And they also have a little remote one you can put inside.
Okay.
Somewhere, and you just hit the button and it'll give you a visual indicator of how much is in the tanks.
Do you have to tell it how much the tank weighs empty and how much the tank weighs full so that it can do the math?
It uses sonar essentially.
Oh.
So it uses sound waves. It emits sound waves into the tank, and it can tell based on the reverberations how full or empty the tank is.
All right. I'm going to add that to my to-do list down here.
Yep.
Sonar.
Yep.
Senders.
Shoot me a text message. I'll send you the Amazon link.
All right. Sonar senders for propane.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Tank. I wrote porn tank, but oh well.
I will spit my coffee out on the mic.
I was doing it quickly. Let's see. Besides doing some of the prep work for camping this last weekend, we were kidless and I went, and that was one of the thoughts of like, we could make the wedding work. Like we don't have to worry about, we have to drop the kid off. Then we got to drive for 4 hours, hang out down with everybody, spend the night, hang out with everybody for a few hours, spend the night, drive home the next morning to get the kid. And it was just like, well, okay. But since we were kidless, we had some free time. The assistant went to church and then she came home and did some honeydews. And I went to the theater and I worked on their set that they're building for Matilda.
Okay.
And I built what they call a flyaway house.
Okay.
It's more or less, I built this like very thin fascia of a house looking thing that is attached to a bar that they can pull up off of the stage up vertically into the air.
Yeah.
And then, so it lives up there. And then when that set comes on, they lower it down to the ground. And then when that set's over, they pull it back up out of the air, out of there. And so that's, I built one of those. And then I did a bunch of like little tiny things, like painted this. I'm not scared of being on a ladder. And so when I'm around there, like, oh, there's all this really high up stuff that needs to get done. And so I'm like, okay, no problem. I had to paint the like tops of these 2x4s black because you could see them from the seats. And I had to hang some curtains up, and then I built a small bench, and that was about the extent of the time.
Okay.
And then we went to, I messaged the assistant and I said, hey, what's dinner plans? And she said, don't have any. And I was like, you want to go to Monk's? And she said, that's a great idea. You coming home? And I said, I'm already here. Yeah. I was still at the theater, but the theater's across the street from Monk's. And I was like, I don't want to drive home
and then come back.
And so she's like, okay, let me know when you're free. And so I said, I'll be done in about half an hour. So she left accordingly, and we met up. And then we sat at Monk's for a while. There's a guy there named Zach that does trivia on Wednesdays, I think, at Monk's or Tuesdays. It was Tuesdays or Wednesdays at Monk's. And he was sitting there. And so we fell into a conversation with him. He's a regular. And we talked for a while. And then one of the theater families came in that was working next door. And they're like, hey, you want to join us? And we're like, sure. So we went and joined them for a while. And then when they were like, okay, we're done. And I was like, okay, we're going to go back to the bar and have another drink. And Zach was still there. So we hung out with Zach. And then we closed Monk's down that night. And they close at 10. So it's
not too bad.
It's not too bad. Yeah. And we were a few drinks in.
You guys got there like 3, so.
For almost 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or something, maybe 5, okay. Maybe really close to 5, 4:45. It was past 4:30. And a few drinks later, and we're like looking at each other and like, well, I can't drive and you can't drive. And we now have 2 cars here. Like, well, that wasn't smart. You want to go get another drink? Sure. So we went to the Speakeasy in Old Town Roseville, not the one in downtown. Wait, down. We went to the one in downtown Roseville, not Old Town Roseville. I don't know which one's which.
Okay.
We went to House Divided.
Okay.
Not the fancy one, but the more low key, which was perfect because we like that place better. It's more relaxed. The drinks are cheaper. It's not so uppity up. You don't have to like wear a collar to get in it, which technically you don't. But if you're not wearing your collar or collared shirt, you look down upon or something. I don't know. Anyways, we went to House Divided, and that one's fun because it's literally down like an alleyway.
Nice. And
an unmarked door, and you knock on it, and the guy like just cracks the door and like pokes his head through, and then you told. I went, hey, there's just 2 of us, password's Forrest Gump. And that was the password of the day. And they're like, okay, I'll be right back. He's like, opens the door back up. He's like, yeah, we got room for you guys. And so we came in. He's like, there's a table over there. We're like, cool, perfect. So we went and sat at the table. I went up and got us drinks. I don't even remember what I got. And then we were sitting there and we're like just having some sips and talking to each other. And then there's these 3 guys to the table next to us, and they were playing what looked like liar's dice, right? With that little cup, shaking it, tossing the dice on the ground, but they only had 1 cup.
Oh.
And we're like,
how do you do that?
Yeah, right? We're like, that's not liar's dice.
Yeah.
So we're watching them, and the assistant goes, that's 1-4-24. I'm like, what? What's 1-4-24? And she's like, no, they're playing 1-4-24. And then one of the guys almost immediately turns around and goes, yep, this is 1-4-24. And I'm like, oh, how do you play 1-4-24? And so the assistant started telling me, and then they're like, you just want to play? And we're like, okay. And they're like, buy-in's $1. And we didn't, the assistant had a 10 on her, and they were like, you guys have change for a 10? And then they're like, actually, we do. And so one of the guys gave her a 5 and 5 ones, and they started playing, and they started explaining the game to me. It was more or less you're rolling, I believe it's 5 dice. It might be 6 dice. You can do the math in a second because you're good at it. So you roll the dice and you flip it over, and you have to pull 1 dice out that you rolled to the side.
Okay.
Right. And you're trying to get 24 points.
Okay.
But you have to get a 1 and a 4 for your score to count.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
So you roll the dice, and if you get a 1 or a 4 or a 6, you're probably going to keep that.
Okay.
Right. And so what's 4 times 6?
24.
Right. Okay. So there's 4 opportunities for you to get 6. So there's 6 dice because then you have to get a 1 and a 4.
Okay.
If you don't get a 1 and a 4, your score doesn't count. You're kicked out, or you can throw $1 back into the pot to buy back in to continue to play.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so you can win with getting 21s or 20s, or, you always have to pull a dice though. Okay. So if you roll and let's say your first roll, you got a 6, a 1, and a 4. You're going to pull all 3 of those.
Okay.
Your second roll, you're hoping you get a 6, but if you get a 5, or a 4, you still have to pull one of those to set it aside. And so it's called 1-4-24 because you need a 1-4, and then 24 would probably win the round. But I think you can keep going. Like if you didn't score, you can throw in, and I think you get another chance to get a score. But if you scored, I don't think you're not going to throw in another $1. I don't think. I think that once you set a score, that's your score.
Okay.
I think is how it goes. I think we got 1 or 2 games in, and then I think they closed at 11. So then we had to take off.
Okay.
Yeah. But by that time we ordered an Uber or Lyft or whatever it was. And we went home, and man, did I have the spins. Like I might have gout in a few days. I didn't, I was feeling bad. And so Sunday we wanted to work on the garden fence, but I was out of it. I couldn't do it. And I was barely I didn't get out of bed until noon. Like I was no kid. I'm like, I'm sleeping in. It was, and got walking around sometime around noon. And it was very slow day on Sunday. So I really wasted a day, which was unfortunate because I did want to get some stuff done. So.
Yeah.
And then besides that, I think on Monday we had some fun, and I think that's one of the things you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So that was my week and weekend and things that were going on. So yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, on Friday.
Okay.
We went up to.
Oh, was that Friday?
Yep.
Okay.
Up near Fordyce Lake.
Yeah.
So Sierra Trek is coming up this coming up weekend here.
Yes, that's right.
As of today, it's already going on. So the first runs are starting today, Thursday. But I go up and set up the repeater system, the communication system for Sierra Trek every year. So we needed to go up and get it done, ideally before work weekend. That way they have radio communication at camp and around for work weekend.
Got it. Okay.
So we went up there and set everything up. The problem, though, was that my 4Runner's down.
Yep.
Because of the exhaust leak. And the other vehicles that we have here at Morflate don't have passenger seats in them.
Yeah, that's so random.
Because they're bachelors and they don't plan on ever having passengers except for their dog, maybe. One of them is their dog. And so one of them has a passenger seat. The other one doesn't have a passenger seat at all, I don't think. So there was not enough seats to get.
And what about back seats?
They took them out.
They don't have those
drawer
either?
systems.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we were like,
cause that's what I was going to say. Like, why don't you just pull your passenger seat out of your truck and put it in one of theirs?
Yeah.
Like it would bolt up like the same 4Runners.
Yeah.
But they didn't have back seats. So.
Yeah. No back seat.
Okay.
So we're kind of like starting to brainstorm about I could take the dually up there. It's not really a problem. It would be slow going up Rattlesnake Road.
Yeah.
But the main problem is that there's a pretty gnarly loose rock uphill climb to get to where I like to park. There's a USGS marker up there. And then from there, we climb uphill further to go out to where the repeater is.
Well, from there you get out, you park, you get out of the rig, and you continue on foot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, if we have to climb that first incline on foot, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'd really like to get a vehicle. So I was debating on renting a 4-wheel drive vehicle for the day. So I started looking at Enterprise. I started looking at a couple rental places around Sacramento. And then I was like, I wonder if Jimmy would let us just rent Charlotte for the day. Like it's a company thing, kind of a company thing. So I was like, I wonder if you would just let us do that. And so I texted you and I was like, hey, Jimmy, can we rent Charlotte for the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, can I just come with you guys?
Yeah.
Well,
like, your text message said, can I rent Charlotte? I need to go up and install the repeater.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shoot, man, I know there's a lot of stuff that needs to be carried. And if he's doing that all alone, I'll be more than happy to help him. Like, no, you don't need, what did I say? I said, no, comma. But I'd be happy to take you up there or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, okay, cool. Well, MF or Ryan and Jake are going to join us. And I was like, oh, do I really want to go now? Like, like I thought it was like, I was volunteering my time to help you out because I didn't think anybody else was going.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
And then I was like, well, screw it. I don't mind hanging out with those guys either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun day. We got up there. I mean, I was a much less of a repeater setup this time. Like in the past, I've done like 2 repeaters and then also a APRS digipeater.
Yeah.
And I told Trek this year that I was not running comms at all. But I would still install the equipment. So let me know what they need. Nobody ever communicated with me on what they needed.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just putting up one repeater and I hope that's all you guys need.
Good. Yeah.
So I put up the single repeater, confirmed that I got it all working, talked to some people that were out at camp. And then we went over and found another hike to go eat our lunch.
Yeah. So, it was an interesting hike getting out there. Mm-hmm. You were kind of like, there's this one really steep spot. And I was like, uh-huh.
Oh, to the repeater spot?
Yeah. To the repeater spot. And I was like, sure. Because I also didn't exactly know where he's like, you're like, have you been out there with me? And I was like, no. And you're like, oh, there's this one really steep spot. I'm like, okay. And then we're hiking. And then the first hill you go up, I'm like, this isn't that steep, Tyler. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then we rolled over a hill and then it like dropped down and then it like goes into this V and goes almost straight up the other side. And I'm like, oh, that's the steep
what
climb.
we're talking about. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that was it was funny because I was like, this ain't that bad. And then I was like, oh, this is the scramble that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Subway before we went out there. Mm-hmm. And then, we drove back a little ways and you showed us a cool little lake that isn't too far off of the main road. And we took our Subway sandwiches out there and hiked a little farther past the lake and ate our lunch pretty much over the canyon.
Yeah.
It's a really gorgeous
view. On the edge of the canyon wall there. Yeah. For Fordyce Canyon. So really cool view. You got to pull out Onyx and we started looking at, we can see Wind Chill 1 and Wind Chill 2. We found them from up on the canyon wall.
Yeah, that was really cool.
The first river crossing we found as well with the waterfall camping area there. We found that. And then, I think those are the main features we saw on the trail from up on our vantage point on the wall. And then you pulled up and I was like, have you seen it in the 3D view yet?
Yeah, that was really cool.
It's pretty neat.
It was snowy on their map for some reason, but it was neat to be able to like kind of walk through the canyon with the cell service that was available and just, 3D. And you can just like, oh, okay, here's how the ridge, this is the mountain that you drive around. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. So that was really fun.
So anyways, we did that on Friday, came back down, and that was really the extent of the day for Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I ordered up the crossover pipe for my exhaust with Off-Road Solutions. And they told me on their website, it says 4 to 5 weeks processing. I got a shipping notification on Monday.
Oh.
So nice. I think I ordered it on Thursday or Friday. Perfect. And then got a shipping notification on Monday, but I haven't looked to see if it's actually shipped.
Yeah.
Or if they just made the label 4 to 5 weeks before they process the order. And then they're just kind of putting the paperwork in a pile somewhere so that they process orders as they build the crossover pipes.
Got it. Maybe.
So I was going to give it a couple days because when I got the shipping notification, I immediately clicked on it and it was like, a label has been created, but UPS has not received the shipment yet. So that message, I was like, I'll just give it a couple days to see if it's actually shipping or not. Because if it ships right away, then I'll be able to get that done before Cantina, which would be great.
That'd be really good. Cool.
Yeah. So in the meantime, I was going to replace the link on the 4Runner, take the diamond logos off the axle, put Morphlite logos on them, and then start painting stuff.
Right.
And in the morning time, the kid is awake, so I like to spend some time with him. And by the time he goes down for his nap around 11:30 noon, it was too hot to do anything.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's already like 90, 95 degrees. I'm not going to do anything on the 4Runner. That happened both days. So I didn't get anything done on the 4Runner.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to say that after we got home from the undisclosed location, we did like a car wash party at my house, you know, the assistant and mini assistant. And so we like cleaned the inside, vacuumed it up, you know, put the like cleaner on the fabrics and everything. And, you know, the instant cleaner on all the door cards and washed the whole outside of the truck. And then, so that was on, when would that have been? On Sunday? And then on Friday, we drove up Rattlesnake Road and then like a water truck just drove in front of us or something. And like the whole side of the truck is all scattered in mud and everything. And I came home and both the assistant and mini assistant, when they saw it, were like, what the hell? We just washed your truck. I'm like,
yeah, it happens.
I turned to the mini assistant and I was like, well, you want to make some more money?
That's funny.
Yeah. So they were a little bitter about that, but I was like, sorry. Like, we went up a dirt road. Yep. It was wet. And Rattlesnake Road right now is smooth.
Yeah, it is.
Really nice. Yeah. So that was funny, and then you guys when we came back, we took a quick peek at Bobcat.
Yeah.
And, cause we were concerned there was the thought of, there was some sort of collision happening when I was steering. And, I went back and forth. I don't know how many, 20, 24 times.
A lot.
And you guys looked at everything and there was nothing really colliding at all, which is a benefit. So I think there's something happening in my power steering box, and there's some issue there. So I have a brand new redhead power steering box for Samantha.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about just switching these boxes right now.
Yeah.
And trying that out.
Yeah, see if it works.
Yep. And set it. So put the redhead box into Bobcat. See if that solves the problem. If it does, then I'll just get another box. Rebuild the one that I have, or get another box for Samantha. But I can still use the old box that I'm taking out of Bobcat for placement purposes and all the work that needs to be done for Samantha. So yeah. Also, to some extent, on some slightly positive news, the assistant and mini assistant are going back to school soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. That's going to free some time up for Jimmy.
Yay.
Yay. And it's just not going to be chaos and honeydews when I come home from things. Yeah. Like I'm coming home today and they're having a sleepover. So it's just like, okay, great. No personal time. Yay. Yeah. But yeah, that's summer. It's, and it's the end of summer for us here. I know some kids are already going back to school, which sounds so early to me.
Yeah. Beginning of August. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. I know that the Folsom School District out here the teachers are back at work, but no kids yet. And it just seems so early, but I know that my family's rushing to get some things done here at the end of summer, but I'm kind of like, hurry up, go back to school. I don't want to, I'm tired of you guys being home all the time. Yeah. I don't want the harassment of why am I doing what I'm doing when I should be building a garden fence? You know, well, this is my job. Yeah. Sorry.
Because I need to make money.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hopefully a positive. I'm really I don't even know if it's going to be possible, but I really still want to try to get Samantha done for the Morphlite roundup or whatever you want to call it.
It's coming up quick.
I know.
That's about a month and a week.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to happen, but there's still a hope and a dream, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We'll see. There's a lot of stuff that would need to fall into place and work if that's going to get pulled off, but it's not, it is possible if I dedicate a lot of time really fast.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that about does it. We're running. I was going to talk a little bit about the open position at Morphlate.
Yeah.
But we're already late in the episode, so
okay.
I'll not talk about it. So
do you want to just say what the position is or what it's open?
Marketing, social media. Yeah. So if you have experience in marketing, social media stuff, get in touch with me. We're hiring at the moment. So
yeah. And is Baby Reed doing okay? Is he feeling better?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Good to hear.
Yep. Roseola is all gone. He's back to his normal self and super happy, super cheerful, back at daycare as well. So I can get more work done during the day.
Yes.
Again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, you can always find us on Instagram. Tyler's over at 4x4 Toyota Tyler. I'm at SnailTrail4x4. And you can call in 916-345-4744 and be a part of our snail mail episodes. And we love hearing your guys' voicemails when you guys do that.
Yep. I will say, I'm pretty proud of one thing. I was going through all of our records, trying to get caught up with what's been going on that I didn't know about. And turns out we have donated roughly $62,000 to trail advocacy organizations this year.
Wow.
So Morphlate just so far this year. And we're in beginning of August.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's pretty rad. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm stoked finding that file and going through that and I guess confirming all the numbers, I guess, and make you see what's going on. So that was pretty rad to see, which is, that's already more than we did all last year.
Dang.
So that's pretty cool.
That's really great.
Yep. If anybody has anything for us, send it on over. We love hearing from you guys. Jimmy, do you have any final words to leave everybody with today?
I've reached out to Rough Stuff and Trail Gears to start talking about rear axle housings.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yes.
And with that, my friends, keep crawling.
I got one for you.
You sound so excited today.
So excited. I'm ecstatic. I don't know why, but I am.
I was like, is this a joke about static electricity?
No.
Oh, okay.
What kind of drink can be bitter and sweet?
Coffee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Depending on how much sugar you throw in there?
Yeah. In the creamer. Yeah.
I get it. That maybe. That could work. Their answer is reality.
Yeah, I guess.
You think coffee's better?
I think coffee's better.
Okay.
Yep.